Hi, I'm Sonnet with Sonnet's Garden Blooms, and I want to welcome you all to my channel. Now, today's video, I went shopping at the Dollar Tree, and I took these items and I made them into a higher end project. I will be selling these items in my booths as well. I absolutely love how everything turned out. So at the end of the video, go ahead, let me know what your favorite project was. If you haven't been here before, my channel is all about DIY, upcycling. I do thrift hauls, furniture flips, really the day in the life of a small business owner. If that is the type of channel that you like, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications by hitting that bell. So when I do uploads every Monday and Friday, you'll be notified. And if you like the video at the end, go ahead, give it a like. All right, let me know what your favorite project was. Thanks. So for our first project, I found this little metal pumpkin, and it had this like sticker on it. And I figured this is all metal. It would hold up really well and be super cute in my planters out front. And so what I did is I just pulled this off, and I started around the edges, pulled the whole piece off. The center was a little bit more difficult. I did use some warm water and let it soak, and then I scraped the rest off and then used Gooby Gone to get the sticky stuff off in the middle. But then it ended up like this. So I was real excited. I thought I liked the color. I liked the everything about it. And then I was at the dollar, so I got these at the dollar store. I also found these at the dollar store. Now, my mom ended up getting these last year. She bought them out, so I never even got one. And it says thankful, harvest, and welcome. They are galvanized, so even like the galvanized, I mean, you can see it on there, but it doesn't stand out as much as I wanted it to. So I sprayed them black, and I really like how this looks where it says harvest. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna use the E6000 glue, and I'm going to put the harvest on with that. So let's go ahead and start that. But now I'm getting in the mood for fall. I don't know if, even though like this last weekend, like I told you guys, it was hotter than heck. Even though that's happening, I am still feeling fallish now. I don't know. I think it's just that time of year where you eventually start feeling like you're, fall. So, oh gosh, I got white. What in the heck? That is not what I wanted. I did not want white. I wanted clear. But, oh, that's okay. So I'm just gonna put a little bit. I didn't even know they made E6000 in white. Dear Lord. All right, so I'm gonna just put a dab there, and a dab right there. Oh boy. Oh, it does say white Blanco. I wonder if I got all white Blancos. Good Lord. Yes I did. I got all white Blancos. Great. So, that is not what I wanted, but that's okay. So we're gonna just centerize it, and we're gonna put it down. And just tap down to make sure it securely holds. And just went there. Got that little string. So I'm gonna let this dry, but I wanted to show you how cute these all looked. So I thought even on this one, I could put like the welcome, and really 3 of these for $1 is a great price. I mean, I could make little mini signs with them. There's all different fun things I can do with them. And so this is my first project. And so for $2, it really came out awesome. So one last thought, I have this twine and it has this little tiny hole here. And I just thought to add something to this piece, I'm going to put the twine on it, just like a piece of twine, and give it a little bit more of a fall effect here. So after I had this like that, I just thought it needed something little. So I added this little piece of twine to this. I just thought it would add a little bit more to the piece. So I'm gonna now make one that says welcome. So it will say welcome harvest. So the next things that I found at the Dollar Tree, and I thought these were super cute, and they're like concrete. I did not like the orange, and I did really like that orange from the burnt sienna. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray these, the burnt sienna, and I'm going to leave this. I really did like this green, and I am going to then use white wax, and we're going to white wax them. So I'm going to show you what they look like after I do the burnt sienna on them. So let me go out there and give them a good spray. With the pumpkin project, now I really liked the orange a lot better than what was on there. I like the gold tops as well. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of tape and I'm just putting it around the gold, just so that it stands out. And I did that for when I sprayed them as well, just to prevent the gold from getting spray painted. Okay, and now we're gonna just take the Waverly white wax, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna white wax these. They actually have a bit of like a design in them, which I think is kind of fun too. And let's go ahead. And when I use the wax, I just apply it in an area, and then I just kind of dab it off. I like how it's sitting in the crevices too. So it really like shows off the detail of the pumpkin.
I'm driving down the empty freeway.
So for the next project, I did find this pumpkin. I didn't like the look of it, but I thought I could definitely do something with this side. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, cut this off, and we're gonna trace it. I found these rolls of paper last year when they clearanced out the wrapping paper. So I found that, and what I'm going to do is we're gonna trace this and we're gonna cut it out. So I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna trace it. Okay. just want to make sure before I lift this up that I got a good trace. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna cut this out and then we're gonna lay it over the top. We're gonna glue it on. So let's go ahead. So we got it cut out. And my idea was to lay this over the top. I just gotta make sure I cut it out perfect, or as perfect as possible. Great. And then another thing that I found, and I thought this would look kind of fun over it too, is the thankful. So the other color that I just picked up from Walmart too is the 2x Ultra, but it's new and it is called Burnt Sienna. So I really liked that, the Burnt Sienna. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we are going to use Mod Podge, and we are gonna put the Mod Podge on here and then set. And then put, just wipe it on. And I just do that. And then we're gonna set this on like so. Okay. Okay, perfect. So then now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the thankful and put it on top of here. And we're gonna use the E6000, even though I did not mean to buy Blanco, which is white, but we're just gonna put a little bit on here. And I really like the E6000. It really has a good hold. Works really well. Okay, I'm gonna turn this so I can see. And we're gonna just layer down. Okay, so then I am going to show you what I'm gonna put this pumpkin on. But I'm liking it so far, and the one reason too I liked this is it's going to stick up a bit off of what I'm gonna put it on. So I'll show you next. So I took a 12 by 12 piece of wood and I sprayed it with that burnt sienna, that Rust-Oleum. And then I took my sander with just that 80 grit sandpaper, and I just distressed it. I love it when it brings out some of the grain of the wood. And then what we're gonna do is we are going to put this, and we're gonna make this sign like this. So I am going to just use on all of these spots, we're just gonna add some of that E6000 glue to hold this on. And we're gonna line her up. And there you have it. I just thought that would be such a cute sign. There, perfect. So that's one finished project. So as I was looking at this, I thought it needs something. So I just lifted it up a hair, and I am just wrapping the twine around the actual pumpkin stem. And we're just gonna have the twine hang down just like so. I just think that adds a little bit, and I think that's perfect then. So on this project, maybe if I spelt it right, huh guys? I am going to take these letters that I found, and we're gonna spray them the Rust-Oleum's burnt sienna. Really digging this color. I really like it. It's not necessarily like real orangey. I really like it. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a sign, and I'm gonna take a sign, and we're gonna put fall, and we're gonna just have it say welcome fall. So let's start with, I took the welcome out of that pack, that 3-pack that I showed you earlier. And we sprayed it black with the flat black. So we did that. And so now we're gonna spray these, and then I'll show you how I do the rest of the sign. So here's the board I'm going to use, and I'm going to paint it with the Chalked Ultra Matte Paint, which is the linen white. So we're just gonna go ahead and just slightly, gonna rough it all over. I want it to be real shabby looking. So I painted the board the white linen, or linen, I don't know why I keep saying white linen. It's linen white. And I let it dry. I distressed it, so it brought out some of the grain. And then I did take the letters and I painted them that sienna, that orange. And I'm going to place them on here like so. So we're gonna make a sign that's gonna be the long way. And then we're gonna use the welcome, and we're gonna just put it right on top. So it's gonna say welcome fall. And to put this on, or to glue it in place, we're just gonna use the E6000 glue. And again, we're gonna use, it's Blanco. I feel so bad that I grabbed the wrong stuff. It just makes me have to be all the more careful when I'm, well, this sign is white, so, but if I'm using any like colored signs with white, it could cause a problem. Where you're gonna see if it seeps out at all. Where with the clear, you don't have that problem. So if you remember from one of my last haul videos, I found this lantern along with a couple others. This one was the only one like this, but previously when I was thrifting, I found 2 other lanterns that are identical to this. So at my last haul video, I also found these candles. They are battery operated. And one of my subscribers actually said, what if there was a way that you could use the dollar store lights that light up, you can use, and it will just be censored by the light, so you don't have to turn them on and off. They just go on automatically. And I thought, what a great idea. And my neighbor, she had been to the Dollar Tree. She got a bunch of these, and the last time I had been there, I'd seen them. So I ran there and I was able to pick 6 of them up. I just grabbed 6 just in case one of them didn't work, but they were almost sold out by the time I actually got these. So what I did is I went ahead and I cut the bottom off. So I just went out with my jigsaw and I just cut it right off, and I'm gonna set this right in inside, and it is actually perfect. So I'm gonna have to go back and look at what subscriber told me to do this. But I honestly, it's a great idea, and the lights work all perfect. So if I put my hand over that, it lights right up. If I, it's gonna work great. I'm not gonna have to mess around with turning lights off and on, and I'm gonna be able to hang them out right away. So that is one of the easiest projects I think I've done. So I'm going to, when I put it in, I think I'm gonna set it like this so that it still is able to get enough light. It's kind of shaded in that area, but continue to work. So I'm very excited. So thank you. So for the last project, we're gonna use this board. It's a 1x4, and we're gonna just give it a coat of the flat black paint. And we're gonna use this Harvest, one of the Harvest out of that 3-pack, and we're gonna just make a very simple sign for your mantle. So after I sprayed it black, I then took my sander and I just distressed it, and you can see how it brings out all that grain. Again, I just like that look. I think it's just makes it so fun. And then we're gonna just put the Harvest on there. And we're gonna just apply it again with our E6000 glue. And there you have it. Just a real simple sign that you can set amongst something. You could even add a little bit of I wish I had just a little bit of space. I would have even wrapped around some twine. You could even do that on the end, or even put a little bow here, but it's simple sometimes is better.
I'm driving down an empty freeway. No waiting for the light to change. I'm seeing the sunrise behind me.
So what did you guys all think? What was your favorite project? I must say, out of them all, I have to say thank you to the subscriber that made the post about that light. It was so simple and easy to do, and it's gonna make my life so easy by where I don't have to go outside and turn those lights off and on every time. So thank you, I appreciate that, and that by far was my favorite flipping item that I made. Even though I didn't really make it, it kind of just, I guess I did make it, but Thank you for the suggestion. All right. Well, I will see you guys all Monday. I have another great video in store. It's going to be again about fall. I'm just feeling it. And I'm just gonna give you a little hint. Hello, pumpkin. Let's just say that. So it's gonna be all around pumpkins. Anyways, we'll have a great weekend and we'll see you Monday.